tell you who we are. We are Pint of Poetry and a Dram of Drama. We're an open mic night in Peterborough. Does anyone know any facts about Peterborough? Any non-Peterborians in this audience?
Sorry.
Yeah, we've got a football team. Yes, we do. And you know they're all right. They know about football, but I'll tell you some facts about Peterborough. We have Warwick Davis. Does anyone know Warwick Davis? Willow. Yes. Yeah. Warwick Davis runs his own Peterborough-based dwarf acting agency. From Peterborough. So that's quite exciting. The other thing is, did you know Pizza Express originated from Peterborough? Woo! So, also, Pint of Poetry is from Peterborough. We were going for 6 years. We had our 6th birthday last year. Woo! This is great. This is our 3rd year in Edinburgh, where we've quite literally doubled our run of shows. We came with 1 show last year. This year we have 2 shows. And this show is all of our shining stars, or at least the ones that can afford the train fare, up to Edinburgh, showcasing our Peterborough talent. To kick off, we have a real treat. Our first act is actually the Poet Laureate of Stamford, our local town. So can we please have a massive round of applause for Darren Rawnsley?
Yeah!
Thank you very much. I love that. That's fantastic. They'll hear you outside. That's great. My first poem today, it's sort of a poem monologue, and it stems from a guy in London when I used to work in London. He wore a hat like this and used to guide people around and show them different things, different sights. And he never took life serious. His name's Philip. And this poem is sort of loosely based around him. And it's entitled, Life is an Awesome Jaunt. Life is an awesome jaunt. If I'm here today and gone tomorrow, remember life was an awesome jaunt. If the money's spent and there's none to borrow, well, life was an awesome jaunt. As the rain clouds fill the sky with grief and the police can't catch the local thief. See, you should never do this, should you? When the dentist wants to take your teeth, remember life is an awesome jaunt. If your sex life appears to be fading away, remember life is an awesome jaunt. When your wife introduces you to Christian Grey, life is an awesome jaunt. She'll want you to put her over your knee, handcuffs and paddles ignited for me. Woo! Yes, exactly. And she's just over there. Ignite it for me. She'll take you upstairs and forget cooking tea, because life is an awesome jaunt. When you're feeling the world is cruel and bad, remember life is an awesome jaunt. Just put on your glad rags and stop feeling sad, because life is an awesome jaunt. Wear your best clothes and drink the best wine. Be kinky and wild. It isn't a crime. Smile and be happy for most of the time, because life is an awesome jaunt. I've got another hat now. This hat is a replica hat. It's not the exact hat, although it's from Marks and Spencer's. And a man called Harry Wormwell, when I used to work in the mills back in the 70s, was my overlooker. And we went back to visit the mills, and I wrote this poem reflecting on how the mills look now in Bradford, which really don't exist, and how his life, he seemed to reflect on his life at the same time. So this is entitled Revisited Through the Eyes of Harry Wormwell. The mill looks so different now as I stand and gaze and ponder, challenging my thoughts, wondering where it all went wrong. Angry windows have been spitting on the ground beneath my feet, and yes, the wooden door no longer ajar, welcoming me, you, them, anyone inside. A prison for the dust and worn-out timbers, while the fossilised machines are graffitied by the pigeons as they fly home, left idle, undignified, unwanted, unloved. The hook still hangs, where bales were dragged through the hatch, unclipped, and like a mountainside avalanche, tumbled into the barrow, off to be gilled and then died. How elegant stood the noble combs, who would ensure the wool was smooth and clean, yet now, in the winter of their lives, they creak a little, but do not stir. Tea breaks, dripping sandwiches, unions, and even the managing director's Mercedes all gone. These stone walls will weep, while the unemployed cogs that kept this place alive sign on at the local post office. There were good days, there were happy days, happy memories. Oh well, lad, best be off. And seeing as we've got 2 hats, we'll have a 3rd hat. Oh, it's a bit small. This was inspired, or it was a reflection from the riots which happened earlier on this year. It's entitled "The Mask," and it was actually came about at a writing forum when we decided that we'd try and write a poem about a mask of some sort. The news channel, with its undertones of "we know better," was decrying the riots in our city. Police, Beatles, with their hard outer shells, scurried around the streets trying to find order, but it was never going to happen. A glimpse, a freeze frame caught in the Big Brother net showed my friend. His house, the Willows on Heights Hill, a long way from where he stands now, could not beckon him home. His parents, the elite banker and solicitor, would never know, would never believe, and would never understand. Always friends through school, we spoke about life's dreams and adventures. Our uniform, a costume, a mask, hiding how we really felt inside, the anger of not being heard, of the missing hugs, the listening ear of parents rich but distant. Now here we have the chance to let go, to find a freedom and release our frustration on the streets, to say something, say anything, but at least say it. They'll have to listen now. Our old masks, discarded forever. I walk out the door, put my mobile phone in my pocket, zip up my jacket, throw up my hood. Who am I? Only I will know. Only I will care. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, Darren Rawnsley! You can edit that out of the video, it's fine.